This is episode 12 of the Respawn podcast. And I'm about to welcome the coolest dude you'll ever see in your entire life. And that is me. What's up, y'all? It's Lord Lou up in
Welcome,
the hizzy.
welcome, Lord Llew. Welcome, Lord Llew. Welcome. And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, man. Captain Bash, Sir Bash. What is happening, fella?
We
You're
are
looking
back.
a bit blue there tonight, mate. What's going
Yeah.
on?
I realized, I like my blue lights in the background here, but then also a blue t-shirt because Superman's my man. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it is what it is. But luckily, I got my trusty gaming chair here, breaking the contrast a bit. But Lord
Cha-chang.
Llew, we are back, brother. We are
We are
back
back, Sir Captain.
with,
Sir Captain Bash.
so
Now
Captain.
you're Sir Captain. Okay.
I like that. I'll take that action. Sir Captain Bash. I like that. But it's episode 12. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. We always appreciate your time. We always appreciate your viewership, your following. So please, if you haven't as yet, subscribe to the channel, like this video. And I think you're in for a good ride tonight. Episode 12, double digits.
Double digits,
It's our
brother. Double
third double
digits.
digits. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did the moonwalk on the last episode. If anybody missed
Cha-ching.
that, it was quite killer.
Yeah.
Lou was
It
quite
really was.
impressed. He was
Yes, but it took me by surprise, bro. I was not expecting. I was like, I'm gonna give him something difficult to do, and the man like completely killed it. I don't
no,
know why I
listen,
was surprised because that is like your MO. But hey, I was surprised.
listen, but the moonwalk is very difficult to do. It's like and like if you see people who are really good at it, if you like
Yeah,
see them do it in front of you, you're just
looks like they're breaking laws of nature, right?
yeah, it's terrible.
This should not be possible.
I actually came across a video. I think it was early this year or something. It was on YouTube, and it was a clip of the first time Michael Jackson did the moonwalk. The
I've
very,
seen
very
that.
first time.
I've seen
Oh
that.
my gosh, dude.
And the crowd goes crazy.
Dude, I'm telling.
It's
Look,
madness.
I've seen a lot of people do the moonwalk, right? But listen,
Yeah.
when that guy does it, no ways. Jeez. Yeah, listen, he was the king of pop for a reason, bro. That is what it is. You,
That's it, bro.
you know what I'm saying? But listen, we are here. It's another week. December is steamrolling ahead, brother.
It is.
Steamrolling. Like
It's taking no prisoners, bro.
it's crazy. I'll be honest
Basically.
with you. So we played paddle last night, right?
Yeah.
Those of you haven't played paddle yet, please do yourself a favor. I think you're gonna enjoy it. Very very casual, very fun. Work up a decent sweat, sort of thing. But it's
Yes.
terribly expensive.
Yeah, I
So
was about
I
to
don't
say you need the budget and you need the time slots, apparently.
know. Yeah, it's crazy, but I mean, like, I'll give you an example. Visitor fees at my tennis club, right?
Yeah.
You pay $30, okay, and then you play as much as you want.
For
This thing,
tennis.
yeah, for tennis, right? This paddle thing here for 4 people for an hour and a half is like over 600 rand.
Sheesh.
And then you still got to go like rent the pedals on top of that, and you got
Yeah.
to get balls as well. So I'm like, geez, they got to make a plan to make it more affordable. Because
So is that because of the demand or the lack of paddle courts?
no, I
Or is
think
it
it.
just an expensive sport?
So the thing is, it's the fastest growing sport in the world, right? But
Oh,
obviously,
wow.
it needs a lot of capital investments if you're going to open up paddle courts. I think each court
Yeah.
is probably like 800K or something, sort of thing.
Sheesh. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so they kind of taking advantage now just to kind of like recoup that capital. But I do suspect that in the short term,
Yeah.
they're going to kind of work out a membership scheme or something. The different clubs. I think they're
Makes
gonna
sense.
they're gonna figure something like that out, and it's gonna be worthwhile. But
Yeah.
like I said, lots of fun. It's not as intense as tennis, which I think a lot of people appreciate because tennis has kind of like a very like high technical level. Where paddle,
Yeah.
you can have a bit more fun. But the point I was making anyway. So the only we wanted a 90-minute slot, right? So we
Yeah.
got the only slot we got was at 8:30, right, last night. So that means we finish at 10. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, we finish at 10. Then the normal story. We're gonna go to a petrol station that has a coffee shop. So thankfully, there was one close to Kirk, with a Seattle.
Nice.
Sweet.
Ooh, score.
Yeah, so it was back to the good old days of 10 o'clock at night meals at the petrol station with coffee. It was great,
Yeah.
right? Here's the flop. I only got home after 12:30.
That is a flop, bro. How long were
Yeah,
you eating for, man? How
yeah.
many pies did you have, bro?
But listen, dude, the thing is, you get the sandwich or the burger or the pie, whatever. You have the coffee, and then those stories just come out in the parking lot, and it's great. Those moments are legendary. So
Yeah.
anyway, I get home right now. I've just had the coffee, dude. So this project I'm working on, the software project I'm working on, I got like stuck during the day. I'm like, okay, I got to think about this. You know those moments where you reach the block and you're like, okay, I need time for my brain to process the way forward.
Yeah.
Dude, I get home, take a shower, cool, get in my room. I'm about to get into bed, and I'm just like,
Solution.
dude, I kid you not, that caffeine was in the blood. I woke up,
Uh-huh.
I switched on my laptop, and I just started coding away.
Oh, what a
And
pleasure.
I went to bed at 3:30.
Nice. But did you get the problem fixed? Did you
I
get through
did.
the blockage?
I did get the problem fixed, so that's good news at least. But obviously now we got new problems. So
Yeah. Well, that seems to be the coding world, mate. You fix one problem to create 10 more.
yeah, that's just how
But
it
it's
is,
fine
man.
because at least we fixed the one, right?
That's it.
So now we're 100% forwards.
We'll fix them one at a time. But yeah, this week is flying. But even this month, I mean, I'm already looking at it. I thought December, okay, we've got time to do stuff. I'm already looking at it. The time's gone. I'm like, where did
Yeah.
all my time go? It was just, it's all of a sudden just committed. I'm like, dude, it's insane.
Yeah, I've also been thinking about that because the last few episodes have been saying, "Hey, bro, what's up? What you gonna do for December? Yeah, I got these plans. I'm gonna focus on this." And like at the time of recording, it's now the 6th already, and I'm just like, so we had 10 plans. Which two are we picking?
Yeah,
There's clearly only time for the two. And, it's like,
that's
and then
literally
I
what it
hear
is.
heartbreaking news that you're gonna be gone next week. Like, what's up with that, man? You're
Hey,
coming a tourist now,
listen,
huh?
bro. You can just call me Mr. International. You know,
Yeah, Mr. Mr.
yeah,
Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. You know, sort of thing. I need those pitbull glasses. You know those
Yeah.
massive ones he does. I'll keep the hair because he normally shaves his
I
head.
was
But
about to say you need to get rid of the hair as
no,
well.
no, no, no. I ain't gonna do that. No, no,
To
no.
be Mr. Worldwide, you need a head that looks like a globe.
What if the Earth is flat?
It still needs to look like smooth then, bro.
Needs to look like the firmament. The firmament. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be like a bit of work next week that I'm gonna be out. So Lou, you on your own for respawn next week? Can you handle it? Are you good?
Cha-ching, solo episode, boys. You'll arrive and never leave the same. Disclaimer.
Yeah, that's it, guys. 45 minutes of Lou himself, unfiltered, unadulterated, undiluted.
Yes.
Yes, he
Bro,
just
and I'll even give
raw.
them options, bro. Do you want to see me like maybe reacting to some videos? Do you just want to hear me talk what's going on in my brain? Do you just want to see me like maybe sleep? You know, have you seen those Twitch streamers? They
No, it's
literally a
terrible.
12-hour stream and they sleep, bro. I'm
But
just like, and there's like 50K people watching and commenting. I'm like, I don't know if this is creepy or if it's just speaking to how like silly people have become that this entertains them.
yeah,
But
dude.
granted, it is always girls in bikinis sleeping, which like I don't think it's real because I'm like, who sleeps in a bikini? But hey, so I don't know what's up with that, man. But it's an option. We give it to the audience to let them decide.
Are we literally gonna upload an episode where it's just you sleeping, bro? I see your bed's
We
behind
can,
you,
bro.
so we're just gonna do that. That's
But
it.
all I need to do is just move this chair, and boom, we got the full on view. You know what? We'll even keep audio on. So if I sleep talk, you know what? We can have translators live. Let us know what I've been saying, what plans I've been cooking up while I sleep, what I'm dreaming. It's gonna be rad, man. I'd honestly recommend you join, but you're not gonna be anywhere close by. So you know what? Otherwise, we're just gonna have two like split screens of us sleeping, dude. It's gonna be epic.
Yeah, I'll be in another country, but that's okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah. So when we're talking about this episode that you're gonna do by yourself, right? Um,
Yeah,
you mentioned sleep talking. Okay.
yeah.
Do you sleep talk?
I've been known to.
Really?
I've been known to sleep shout.
What? Sleep
You ever
shout?
sleep? Yeah, you ever sleep shouted?
No, dude, I don't even talk in my sleep. What are you talking about?
Sounds like that, man. I don't know if it's real words that I'm saying. I pray to God it's not, because if I'm shouting it in the whole house, you can hear. Then the other night, right? I thought I was sleepwalking,
Wait.
but
What do you mean you thought you were sleepwalking? I don't understand.
no, because I wasn't. That's the thing. But then you know when you wake up in the morning and you're like, "Sheesh, did that happen or not?" You ever had those one of those experiences? Because I'm busy lying down horizontal, right, like a normal person does when they sleep, and I'm hearing vibrations, dude. Zzz, 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 zzz.
That's your phone.
Yeah, so I sit up, right? I'm like, what is this? And I go on a witch hunt, bro. That's now when I woke up in the morning, I thought I sleepwalked, but I was completely conscious. It wasn't a sleepwalk. I check my phone, it's not the phone. I check my watch, it's not the watch. So I'm going to different corners of the room because wherever I go, it sounds different. It goes from like, zzz, 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 like different sounds, right?
Oh
So
no.
then I go out my room. Dude, it's people snoring in my house, bruh. But because when I'm lying down, for some reason, the sound wave is different. So I just hear a vibration instead of the actual noise.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. What the heck?
So
So
eventually, when I realized it was the snoring, and the only thing that told me it was the snoring is the length of the sound, not the sound itself. How interesting is that, man?
very, very interesting.
Right? Then I woke up the next morning. I'm like, oh yeah, I was gallivanting last night. And I'm like, was that a sleepwalk or was it real? Because I do sleepwalk. Once I had a bath when I was sleepwalking, so I've done some crazy things,
What
man.
the heck? Were you dreaming you were dirty? What? I don't
I'll tell you what
understand.
was happening, bro. It's nothing that disgusting. We were going to on a beach holiday the next day.
Okay.
I think I was just keen for like the ocean before, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna bring the ocean to me. So I'm like, I think I was in grade five. So what is that? 10 years old, 11 years old, dude. I get into the bath full in my pajamas, and I just clap the hot water only.
Wait, did you wake up quickly? I imagine.
Nah, my mother came and woke me up.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good.
Yeah, I was just like chilling in the hot water, dude.
I thought there was gonna be
Crazy.
a horror story here about how you got like third-degree burns from a bath or something, dude. Jeez, like it.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know,
back to
but
your sleep talking. It does happen. It doesn't happen so much anymore. But apparently, I used to sleep shout a lot.
sleep shout. So what
Literally,
do
bro.
you think it is, Bru? Because I'll be honest with you. You know, when I sleep, like okay, I've had some episodes, over the years, but typically when
Episodes. Yeah, that's hectic, bro.
yeah,
Episodes.
but it's like like those terrible like experiences you have in your sleep. So like for example, like sometimes middle of the night you wake up so thirsty, bro. You feel like the inside of your body is like sandpaper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then all of a sudden your mind starts creating these visuals that you're in a desert or you're trapped in a dungeon and you're like reaching out and you're just trying to get water. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like those kind of episodes.
A
But
wild imagination.
no, dude, I don't know. The sleep imagination is insane, bro. It is something crazy. But anyway, I haven't had like something like two hectic things, but a lot of people, do you think that they're having episodes or talking in their sleep because they're sleeping really well? Do you think that like the sleep is so deep that
That's a
it's like
yeah, that's a good
real?
question. It's a good question because I twitch when I'm having bad dreams. So when I have a nightmare, you'll see me like fight it almost. But it's weird. But when I'm sleep talking, I never remember anything bad with it. I actually never know when I'm sleep talking. So, but I do remember when I have like horrible nightmares. So I'm gonna say it's not really an indication of anything good or bad. I think it's just
It's just different
I don't
people.
know, man. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
humans being
yeah,
humans, bro. You know, we're weird creatures like that, dude.
yeah. No,
Like,
I
like,
tend to agree that we are weird
I was
creatures like that.
thinking about it, bro, the other day. When one human being, right, sees another human being fall, it's like flipping hilarious, dude. Like if that doesn't tell you there's something wrong with us, like that immediately triggers something hilarious in my brain. And it's just like because you literally just failed at something fundamental to your survival of standing up straight, bro. You literally just fell. Like you are weak, man. You are failing. Oh man. What's going on, brother? Why are you falling down, man? It's just so funny, dude. It's just like, but why is it funny? It's like it's so evil.
well,
It's just
I suppose it's the funny reaction once we see that the person's like, okay, like if it's
nah,
yeah,
nah. Let's
dude.
not lie,
Are
guys.
you telling me you
We
have?
laugh and then we
Wait,
check. We laugh and
no, no,
then
no.
we check.
I check first, dude. I was like,
You're a good guy,
are
dude.
you good? Ha ha. Then I'm gonna laugh, kind of thing. That's me. Like even the videos, I'll go, ooh, and then I'll see. I'm like, ha ha ha. That was quite funny, kind of thing.
Yeah, I come from a different generation. For us,
No.
it's ha ha. Oh wait, hi, sorry, can I help you? Okay, it's just like
Self gratification first, eh? I don't know about the
yeah,
selflessness,
get
eh?
it out the get out the way, man.
No, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But what about those dreams where you're falling and you wake up just when you hit the ground, dude?
Dude,
And I swear,
dude,
you falling from the highest skyscraper, my man. Like taller than the Burj Khalifa. It's like you're falling from the clouds, bro. It is
you know what I have,
ridiculous.
Bash? Have you? Can you relate to this, bro?
Mm.
Dreams where you can jump, and I'm just saying like a normal jump, dude. I
Yeah.
literally have dreams where I jump and I'm like,
Like the Hulk.
dude, exactly like the Hulk, like those original horrible Hulk videos, and you just jump everywhere. I can
No,
literally do that, but like it's normal, and my tummy feels it. Now that's what creeps me out. Is how's my tummy feeling something that ain't happening?
that's crazy, bro.
Weird
It's
human
crazy.
beings.
Well, where are you experiencing it then? Are you experiencing it in your tummy? Or are you experiencing it in your subconscious? because things in your subconscious are very real, bro. They're very very real. But what about
Well, you're scaring me.
Nah, don't be scared, bro. You're good. You're fine.
I think you're scaring me.
Why? Are you a wuss?
It's just a scary thought, man.
What about flying? Have you ever had flying dreams?
Like
Oh,
me flying or in an aircraft
no,
flying,
you flying like Superman.
like Superman.
Yeah.
Nah, I just jump, bro. I'm Hulk or
Oh,
something,
is
man. I
it?
just, dude, I've never flown in my life. I did have one though where I was like on a. Nah, it's not flying. No, never mind.
Oh, is it?
But
Were you on a
yeah,
magic carpet?
no, it's not a magic roller coaster, dude.
I thought you were gonna say you were on a magic school bus or something. That would be cool.
Yes, like if you have you been like when you went to Gold Drift last time, have you been on the Josie Express, like that typical
Yeah,
like red
yeah,
and white roller
yeah.
coaster? Was exactly one of those. It's just me, a couple of seats empty behind me, and we're like zooming through space, dude. It was pretty cool.
Nice. So,
Yeah, that's
so,
cool.
so if while we just close off the sleeping thing, right?
Yeah.
So, what is the least favorite kind of dream experience that you have? Maybe it's been recurring or once off. What has been the all-time least favorite?
Ooh, least favorite. Oh man, are we being like honest here, dude?
Well, not too honest. The honesty that you're comfortable with. Okay, I'll go first. I'll tell you what my least
Yeah,
favorite
yeah,
is,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, you tell me.
So my least favorite is whenever I have dreams that my teeth are falling out. So
Dude, you need to go to get that interpreted, man. That
no,
ain't
no, no.
normal.
So typically, so the general consensus is like whenever you're very like stressed out or you're trying to figure things out, or you're in the
Yeah,
midst of a lot of things or you're too busy, and it kind of like it's a dream that kind of visualizes the feeling of okay, I'm not on top of things.
yeah,
I feel like okay, things are a bit out of control. So you like in this dream, dude. But I promise you, the amount of teeth falling out your mouth, like you'll hold 10 teeth in your hand, but
yeah.
then you'll go like this, and then you still have all your teeth. You're like, what is going on? Why am I losing teeth but still keeping them? It's the weirdest thing,
Oh,
bro.
dude, I actually had one of those this year, man.
Yeah,
Early
dude.
in the year when things are hectic, yeah, my teeth were falling out like waterfalls, man.
It's
It was crazy.
weird,
That's a
dude.
horrible dream experience. Tell you what, I got one even better for you, dude. Well, actually, I
uh,
got two, but
okay.
they're related to the same thing. My worst dreams, hands down, are always related to flipping school, right? Now, the first one is I'm at school and I've not studied for this damn exam.
Oh, that's the
You know how many
worst.
times I wake up, dude, I'm like, I need to study physics, I need to study maths. To this day, bro, probably last week I had that. I was like, "Oh, flip. I've known about this exam and I haven't studied for it." It's always math or physics, like the most difficult ones. And then the second one is I'm at school bloody naked, bro. And it's just like, it's really like I'm not in a comfortable space right now. Yeah, it's those two, man.
So
Those
what? Are
two.
you just standing in the quad naked, like just there?
So it's always I'm getting out the car with clothes, and then as soon as I walk through the gate, they off.
Yeah.
And then like then I'm like trying to figure out like thank God no one's like at school though. But like it's like I always know that I arrive first, that's the order. But
Okay.
everyone's about to arrive like in the next 2 minutes. And then it's like my brain's playing a game on me to like scavenger hunt some clothes or some coverings or I don't know, just do something. I'm just like, this is horrible. But I have found something cool.
Mm.
I have got the ability to pull myself out of a dream at any moment I choose.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. No, no,
Like
no.
I always have the escape
I
button
think
that
that's
I've become
normal.
like very conscious of. I wasn't like conscious of when I was younger though.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like
Yeah.
once I became like an adult, I was like, oh wait, I can just wake up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes I choose not to. It's weird. It's like I choose to explore the dream, whether it's good or bad.
What about that thing where you're having like a really good dream, but then you get disturbed, and then you go back to sleep and you like try to find this dream. You're like, where's this thing? Come
Yeah,
on,
like,
put back
plug
in.
me back in, plug me back
Yeah.
in, press play, not stop playing.
we we low key going with our own freaking Matrix vibes here. It's terrible. Really, really
Yeah,
bad.
it is crazy. But to think about it, right, before we wrap up on the sleep thing, there's 8 billion humans experiencing that, dude. Like, that is crazy, man.
And all on a unique level, brother.
Bro,
Dude.
like, you've never had a dream I've had. Like, yeah, we've both had our teeth fall out, but it was different.
Well, it like interprets itself differently, like in
Yeah,
its
it's so
like unique
crazy.
way kind of thing.
And then, like, I hear the dreams that other people have. I'm just like, thank God I'm not you. Because people have got demons sleeping on their chests and things in the corners of
Yeah.
the room.
I've had
And,
I've
oh
had
my,
plenty of those over the years.
yeah, that stuff's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
No, it's
It's like
crazy,
really
bro.
not a cool feeling. I
Yeah.
did go through a stage when I was in the real estate, right? I did go through a stage where the dreams I used to have were about houses, right?
Houses. Okay.
Different properties. But each property was almost like its own entity, right? And each house had its own feelings. And as soon as I approached the house, I'd know if it was a good house or an evil house or a sadistic house or a tragic house or a happy house or a joyful house. Weird, huh? And then I'd always go inside the house and I'd experience everything that I felt from the outside of it. How
What
crazy is that?
the heck? That
Yeah.
is insane.
And it was then that Lord Llew decided, enough of real estate.
It was then that Lord Lou decided, no ways, no ways.
Yeah, I was like, no, man, these houses are getting to me, man. These houses are getting to me. But it was crazy because it was so weird because those houses, it was actually, I figured it out down a few like weeks, months down the line, that those houses were actually representative of certain individuals in my life.
Oh wow.
Because whenever I then interact with those certain individuals in real life, I'd get that exact same image, dude. Like almost immediate. Like, like on WhatsApp, you've got a display picture.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like immediately, as soon as you see that picture, you know who it is, even if the name wasn't there. You'd
Yeah.
know that's Bashan, that's Kaylin, that's Letitia, whoever. Dude, as soon as I'd see this person, boom, there's that house. And the weird thing is, right, is that before I saw that person, I wouldn't even have remembered that dream of the house. But as soon as I see them, whoosh, dream comes flooding back. Weird, huh?
Jeez, that is so insane. What the heck?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Weird interpretations.
The dream space is a crazy one for me. Hey, I'm just like, I don't know. Yo, half the time I'm not entirely sure. Hey, I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm kind of glad it's like only 8 hours a day.
yeah, yeah, no, for sure, for sure. But I mean, it's just it's so hectic though, because like your mental and emotional well being just overflows into that space. So
Yeah,
like if you're like very stressed out or emotionally you're all over the place, maybe you had a rough day, whatever, you're supposed to go to sleep to rest and recharge and all these kind of things. But sometimes, but you wake up even more tired. It's like you had a double shift of a day, you know?
dude, it's crazy. But it's also amazing when it does that, how much it helps. Like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sleep and I'll wake up and I'll feel better. And literally you do. You're
No,
like,
no.
oh,
100%.
nice one.
Yeah.
That's great.
100%. Now that is very cool. It is very cool.
Bash, moving on to more important pressing matters, right?
Yeah, I don't know how we got into that sleep thing. That was
Yeah, I
quite
don't know,
interesting.
man. I don't know. But on to more pressing matters.
Wait, last
It's
thing on the sleep thing. Do you snore?
oh Lord. Okay.
Do you snore?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Actually, I have to be honest now, man. Damn it. So if I nap, I snore. If I sleep at night, sleep, I don't snore. But
jeez.
if I nap, I snore, bro. Especially if I'm on my back. That's why I hate sleeping on my back because then I know the snoring's gonna start. So I always have to like go onto my side or onto my stomach. But then they say it's not healthy for your back and your spine and your posture. And I'm like, but it feels great.
Yeah.
It feels great. I'm sleeping well. Leave my back. We're gonna stretch it out.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
snore?
Nah, not really. I don't. I'm like a very quiet sleeper. I don't have like any issues.
Well, we'll see on our sleep streams, bro.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do the sleep stream. So viewers, obviously we've done a thing on sleep and dreaming now. So let us know your weirdest dreams and let us know the things you're least fond of that you've experienced in your sleep. But yeah,
And be descriptive. We want to know the details.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep it PG, but be
Yeah,
descriptive.
yeah. PG, please. PG,
Yeah,
PG,
yeah,
PG.
yeah,
Thanks, thanks.
for sure.
Babash,
Yo,
I got a question for you, mate.
yeah.
It's December, right? Last month of the year, typically seen in South Africa as one long 30-day public holiday, right? But now we got you, Bash Stream, Sir Bash, Sir Captain Bash, and dude, you like grafting 24 hours, man.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how do you feel about that? Because on the one hand, half the country ain't working. On the other hand, a quarter of the country is partying. And then you get the other quarter like you that's just like going crazy with work still.
Well,
And it's just
listen,
like,
you
how
part
does
of
that
that.
leave you feeling?
You part of that quarter.
Yeah, but we're not talking about me. Yeah, we're talking about you right
Um.
now. How do you feel, man? Because typically speaking, before I start, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, yeah,
Typically speaking, before I started this whole adventure that I'm on now towards the end of this year, dude, I used to dread working in December, man. It was
yeah.
just horrible.
Mm.
It was like, this is not natural. Every South African bone in my body is fighting this right now. Every memory of how I was raised is fighting the idea of work and hard work in December. But then when I started becoming a working man or joined the working class, the Decembers just weren't that fun. So the work wasn't too bad. For some
Yeah,
reason, it's weird.
yeah.
But now it's like, now we are in the position, you and I, where we actually don't even mind the work in December. It's pretty
Mm.
cool. In
Mm.
fact, it's just carrying on as normal. What's December to us? You know, yes, there's a few more holidays, it's a bit more festive, everyone else is not working as much, but like the way that we approaching it seems to be pretty different.
I think
So
so.
maybe just walk us through that, man,
I,
because it's quite a bit to unpack there in the sense of, just the better way of looking at things.
Yo, look, I don't know if me personally, if I've got the balance kind of down yet, but I have felt moments where I was like, okay, right, I've got nothing left in the tank here, guys. This is a problem, kind of thing, and I think that's completely normal. But the guys who are part of the workforce, where you get 15 days leave a year, depending on
Mm.
your position in the organogram, the corporate
Yeah,
organogram,
the hierarchy.
the hierarchy, yeah. You get your 15 days leave a year, etc. But um, I think because even when I was working, dude, I think the biggest thing is that work's so hectic throughout the year that
Uh,
you place everything on those 10 days you get in December.
I'm
It's
working towards that.
dude.
Once I reach that, I can finally breathe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll give you an example, right? So December, if we look over here, some people close on the 15th, typically that second week of December, right? And some people close on 22nd. That it's usually
Dude,
those two.
dude, 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 can I give you the other people?
Yeah,
My sister, the lucky bugger that she is, closed on the 6th. No, not on the 6th. What was last week, Thursday?
the 30th.
The 30th, bro. The
But
30th.
she's a teacher though.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
my mother, who's also a teacher, is only
yeah.
closing on the 14th. So
All
it
right.
depends where you teach.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
true.
crazy.
That's true. So I mean, you look at it. You got the 15th, right? Let's take it if everyone goes off on the 15th. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you've literally got 2 full weeks, and then you probably have to be back at work on the third or the fourth.
Mm,
Some people, if they have the days, they can go back on the eighth. Kind of thing.
yeah.
But it's like you plan the whole year, right, to squeeze in everything that you didn't have time for into these 10
Yeah.
days. You know what I'm
Basically.
saying?
I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna spring clean the house.
Dude, I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna go on holiday. I'm gonna visit all these people. And the weird thing is that as much as work has stopped, you have a different level of stimulation now.
Yeah.
You with me? So it's one to the other. And listen, it's recreation. It's all good. It's great. We love it. But I think to your question, for me, it's like I'm trying to practice kind of smaller things more regularly.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So making time for, the tennis, making time for exercise, for socializing, kind of like smaller bursts where I do
Mm,
have time. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because like for me, I've always had this very bad habit of getting into spaces where I feel like I want to get away. I just want to
Wait.
like drop everything around, especially when I was at work, man. Sometimes yes, these things get hectic, where you just like, I'm over it. Like seriously, like
Yeah.
can you please like every and in those hectic situations, it always feels like someone's coming to you because they want something. No one's ever coming to be like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it gets a bit like demanding. But if you got a good work environment, that's great. Praise God. That's cool. But from my experience, my work environment was very, very hectic. So now when you say, going on through, it's kind of like remembering that, okay, we can keep going, but it's important to
Yeah.
balance. You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Yeah.
And it touches on what we were talking about last week, adapt. What did you say? Adapt and survive or
Got
something.
to die.
Oh yeah, adapt or die. Yeah, survive or die. And it's about that. And I think the hook that we ended that with was on the rest, and being Holy Spirit led.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even though like for example, now if I've got a schedule set up, I'm like, no, I got to get this done. I want done. Realistically, I got to check with him because I could be setting up times for myself that are hurtful to myself or damaging.
Mm,
It's like you got to follow that rhythm of him leading so that along the way you don't miss out on the more important things. Because listen, work's great. I love work. Work is great, but there's more important things.
yeah.
It's about your purpose. It's about people. Experiencing life with the people you love, discipling people. All this kind of stuff. That's where the rubber meets the road. And that's
Mm,
where the true joys in life are. And you got to put all the effort into the work and everything to allow you to be available
mm.
for those things. You know what I'm saying? Because
And
ultimately,
also, just like disclaimer out there, Bash, to what you're
yeah,
saying, is that the work also isn't what qualifies you to be able to experience that.
no, no,
So
no,
it's not like you
no.
need to, I need to put in my 40 hours this week before anything else can take
Mm,
place. Yeah, I find it's also like a very extreme mentality. It's either this or that.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
idea of a balance that can sort of work with each other.
Mm.
It's not really a mentality that the world promotes or that we get taught or raised with. If I'm honest with you,
No, of course not.
because it's
Yeah.
very much a Monday to Friday work, 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 work. Saturday to Sunday do a couple of things different.
Yeah.
Friday night as well. But it's just like it's a weird way to be living life your whole life.
Yeah, I
You know?
think after a while, and to the viewership, those of you who've got a bit more experience, those of you who are still kind of like starting off, kind of thing, you will see glimpses of this, or you would have experienced this,
Yeah.
where it kind of feels very, very stretched and unbalanced.
Mm,
And last week, we were talking about hard work. It doesn't
yeah.
matter what environment you're in, hard work is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
You got to work hard. There is no easy comings in any of it. And anyone who's not working hard is working against himself,
Yeah.
because working hard creates capacity within you to do more.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And I like the angle that you brought with the extremes, because the truth is, in my experience, and with a lot of the peers that I've discussed this with over the years, is that it's only really the Holy Spirit that can lead you in that balance.
sure.
Because the truth is, the extreme thing now is like, okay, I got to pursue this thing 100%, drop everything else, I got to get it, otherwise I'm going to be nothing in life. Or the other extreme is, ugh, I don't want to do any of this, I just want to be free, I would rather be doing something else, that kind of thing. But the truth is, you got to find yourself smack bang in the middle, because
Yeah.
you want to be in a position where you have a well-rounded, well-balanced life.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Let's
saying?
just break that down. It's because what comes about with that mentality is that then people are always looking to be busy.
mm, mm,
That
mm.
being busy is not necessarily being productive.
Yeah, yeah,
You get the
100%.
difference, right? And it's just, I
100%.
think everyone, like everyone, including you, me, and the audience, just needs to be honest with ourselves when we say that, what, I'm so busy this week, I don't know what's going on.
Mm,
Just take a step back and just like understand, where are you being busy because you're doing something all the time versus where are you actually being productive, whether it's
yeah.
for your own personal goals, whether it's for work tasks, whether it's for your fitness, whether it's for your health, whether it's for
Mm,
relationships. I mean, you and I can go spend time together, doesn't mean it's good time being spent. It doesn't
no,
mean it's
yeah,
quality time,
for sure, for
and
sure.
that's what I always like try and break it down to with people that I've spoken to, is that, guys, but you keep on complaining about how busy you are, but how productive are you actually
Mm,
being?
mm,
Because if you're just busy doing things to fill up the day, the chances are you could probably cut that out
yeah.
and get rid of a lot of your stress and replace it with doing something that's a bit more productive,
Mm,
meaning that it's actually being given to you by the Holy Spirit,
mm,
meaning that you've actually got the end goal in mind and now you're moving towards it.
yeah. Yeah.
Because typically, I mean, if we're being honest and mature with ourselves here, and we can break this down if you want, Bash, is that when the Holy Spirit puts something on your heart, and then you put in that hard work that you mentioned, which is a non-negotiable to achieve it,
Mm,
it's got a different effect on you, as opposed to this that busyness, busyness, busyness all the time.
yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because now we've got
100%.
purpose in mind, and we actually understand the motive as to why we're even pursuing it. It's not for those 10 days in December.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
because there's something a bit more valuable behind it.
Mm.
You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And I think that's valid where where it is possible, because some people don't have a choice with how busy they are. Maybe they've got
Yeah.
obligations or responsibilities, but also, busyness gives us a lot of benefit in life, eh? You think about, "Ugh, no, I'm too busy." There's a lot you can get out of from being busy, because it, I'm just saying, like
well,
secondary.
well, now we know what you've done.
Well, secondary gain vibes. It's like, oh, I'm
Woo!
just so
Big gain
busy. I'm
vibes.
just so busy. And I've had moments in my life where I'm just tired. I'm not in the mood. I'm like, "Ah, I'm just so busy." And people are like, "What you busy with?" And I'm like,
Mm.
um, yeah, like, you know, but I think a skill that I really had to develop over the years, otherwise it was gonna kill me, is that I really had to learn how to prioritize things properly,
Okay.
because typically, depending on your personality type,
Yeah.
either your entire list is due tomorrow or it's due 2 weeks from now. Yeah, there's like no
Yeah.
staggering. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like, there's this amazing graph that they use. They teach you this in management courses and stuff. They teach you how to prioritize uh, um, your tasks, or what you need to get done. Because,
Yeah.
like I said, and this is dependent on your personality type, and people can be honest about it.
Yeah.
Where they can say, okay, cool. I've got this thing due in an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then someone comes to me in a situation, or they come to me upset or whatever, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I gotta help them now, but they only need the help next week. Now,
Mm.
if I prioritize that task over the task that's due in 1 hour,
Mm.
then the busy is getting worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of that perspective of putting things in their proper priority ranking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that contributes to that is understanding, okay, that everything I'm doing, I have to do it from a giving point of view.
Sure.
Because remember, what everything that you do that you want to get from is always going to take priority. But
Yeah.
if there's 1,000 things that you want to do that you're getting from, eventually you're going to run out of space.
Wait. You need to repeat that, bro. That's a good one. Everything you do that you're looking to get from,
You're going to make a priority.
you're gonna make a priority.
Yeah,
But you telling us, me and the audience, that we should be always doing things from a giving, not a
100%.
receiving point
Yeah,
of view. So
100%.
to break that down, how does that work?
So
Like,
so if we look at it, right, so everyone knows that we all have personal things that we prioritize. That's just a given in life. Everyone's got a
yeah,
life to live. You know what I'm saying? But let's take a step back from the kind of responsibility and obligation kind of thing. Because certain things you can't avoid. If you
yeah.
have to go to work, no one can fight with you about the fact that you have to go to work. It's like, dude, I have to go to work. What do you mean? If I don't go to work, I'm not going to get paid. I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to pay rent. What are you talking about? It's
But as soon
basics.
as you come home and your personal time is available, we're gonna tell you what the hell you're gonna do.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So it's like that thing of what am I pursuing? Because so for example, let's say if I'm a super helpful person and I want to make sure people are always feeling good and all that stuff, but I need to have that validation for myself, then
Yeah.
when it comes to scenario where I've got something due in an hour and I prioritize helping someone above that's due in 2 weeks' time, that's
Mm,
something I need to be honest with myself. Say, okay, but why would I do that? Because
mm,
I've got something that's due now. I can help that person in five
yeah.
days' time, or in 3 days' time, or in 2 hours' time. Yeah, you,
Yeah.
you, you understand what I'm saying? So it's that principle of understanding, okay, what is important and what
Mm-hmm.
is urgent. Because
Yes.
sometimes you could have something that's not important, but it is urgent. Get it done,
Yeah. Get
right?
it done.
But then you could have something that is important but not urgent. Then you say, okay, cool, I'm getting to that. But if
Mm,
something is important and urgent,
that's
then
it.
oh flip, I gotta get on top of this thing, kind of right now.
Definitely do it now.
Yeah, and with that,
And
with
then what
it,
did they say? If it's not important and it's not urgent, just give it to someone else.
delegate it, or wait for it to come back up at some point, kind of thing. But
Yeah. Take.
yeah, it's like who else would be better suited for this? But to the giving and the receiving thing, it comes down to vision.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's very easy to feel when you're just kind of keeping up with the responsibilities and what you feel you ought to be doing and how you got to be focused. It's difficult when you don't see an end goal.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times we keep going because we know we have to. You with me? But
Mm,
the minute you have the end goal in mind, or you have the end goal, you see the end goal, you know how to pace yourself. You with me? Because now you're not just going aimlessly and like redlining and all that stuff. You know what you're working towards. More
yeah.
importantly, you know what it's going to take to work towards that. So you're not going to be skipping steps, and you're not going to be making shortcuts. All that kind of stuff. So,
Well, we hope not.
well, we hope not. Yeah, we hope not.
But
Well,
that's very idealistic.
you're gonna take a path that's gonna make sure that you're enabled to fulfill the
Uh,
vision. You
mm,
with me? And it's the same when dealing with ourselves in these prioritizing things and whatever. Is that we got to make sure that the vision that we have of ourselves is what God has of us.
yeah.
You with me? Because the Bible tells us that as Christ is, so are we now. What does that
Mm,
mean? He's righteous, he's whole, he's holy, he's complete. He's peaceful, he's content. All these
yeah.
kind of things that the Bible tells us we are in him. Then what we have to do is when we go and approach these things, we must make sure that we approach them from that point of view. Because
Mm,
sometimes we're doing things to get those things or to feel, that kind of certain way. And it
yeah.
gets it gets a bit tricky. You with me?
100%.
It gets a bit
100%.
tricky if we're not honest about it, because then I promise you 40 years down the line you're going to be a CEO in a corner office, you're going to have 5 broken marriages, you know, 6 kids who don't even want to know you. You can have all the money in the world, but you're going to be, empty-hearted, broken-hearted.
Yeah.
You're going to be sick. You're going to have no one. You're not going to have loving relationships in your life. You know. And God doesn't want that for any of us, dude. He wants
Yeah,
us to have whole life prosperity.
exactly.
You know, the book
Yeah.
of John says, I think it's First John. John, John wrote, and he says, "Beloved, I pray that you prosper, even as your soul prospers."
Mm.
You with me? So in all this busyness, we must make sure we're not looking at outside prosperity. We must look at
Yeah.
our soul prospering. You know, and the only way the
Yeah.
soul prospers is that when the soul is anchored, the external anchor, the soul
Mm.
is anchored in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Does that answer your
So then
question?
it did multiple times, again and again.
Again and again. Praise the
Thanks for
Lord.
that. We appreciate it. Viewers, if you got any questions, Sir Bash is the one to answer them. That's it.
I can certainly give some perspective, but I may not have the answer.
But- so then let's take it to the opposite extreme, right? Because everyone knows someone that's gone down what we can call the darker path,
Mm,
where they've completely given up, dude.
mm,
They are not seeing even self gain doesn't seem to motivate much anymore.
yeah.
So what's happened with people like that, man? What's taken place in their hearts for a human being that maybe was once driven, that once was, it, the person had their vision, they had
Mm,
their relationships, they were fine, they were doing well, and then one or two things happen, call it a midlife crisis if you want, and all of a sudden, boom, there's just like no hope for a future anymore. Have they lost sight of the objective anchor in their heart? Is it that extreme, or is it just that whatever they had in their mind as the end goal crumbled before them and they're not too sure how to recover from that?
mm,
Because man, if I look at the generations, especially like my parents generation and their parents generation, a lot of those people seem to have given up hope very quickly.
mm.
You're not very quickly, it seems to have taken a while, but once the hope's been given up, it's like hard for them to get it back.
To come out.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, but how on earth can you go from that to that? It's just crazy. What's your take on that?
Well, yeah, I think the pattern that I've seen, with the people that we've dealt with in those situations over, all the years, is that they have
Yeah.
simply substituted true life with something else. So, what I mean by that is what they can only get from God,
Yeah.
they're looking to get from a career, from a relationship, from money,
Mm,
from looking a certain way, from having certain things,
yeah.
that kind of stuff. So um, we need to understand that in all those things that we're doing, that's why I made that statement earlier. Is we got to do it from a giving point of view.
Mm,
You with me? Because the truth is, He is our only source of life, and we need to live like that. We need to believe that because I mean, Lou, you're still going to experience it. I mean, you've just started your journey of working for yourself, but when when you are in a job or you're employed, your boss is driving your vision, right? But when you're working for yourself, you
yeah.
very quickly start realizing, okay, I got to cast a vision here. Then you start realizing, wait a minute, I actually don't have that much vision to cast here. You with me? And you start giving all your time. Yeah, yeah, just like bloop. You start giving all your time, your energy, and you start realizing, wait a minute, there's something more here because I'm going to achieve all these things and I'm going to get there, but I can feel that that fulfillment is going to be momentary.
Yeah.
You with me? And you start
Well,
asking the
kind of,
question, and sorry, yeah, you
yeah.
start asking the question, say, okay, what's beyond this? What is underneath this that's sustaining all of that?
Mm,
Because we need to be in that position. And I mean, like the example you gave for people in that generation, and it's really it's the younger generation as well now, when they've lost that hope. It's
yeah.
typically an event or a series of events, that
That's it.
has
Build
has
up.
has caused that. Yeah, yeah, that has caused that because the Bible tells us that, listen, hope deferred makes the heart sick. You know,
Yeah.
so whenever you look at it, um, it's probably a few things that they had hope in that have failed.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But the Bible tells us love never fails. God's love for us never fails.
Yeah.
So we've got to make that decision to say, okay, cool. You know what? I've got to make sure that I make him my source of life so that it doesn't matter what I'm doing in life. I'm not seeing myself different from how he sees
Mm,
me. Doesn't matter what I'm
that's it.
doing in life. I'm not searching for something that I can't get in him because I get
Yeah.
everything in him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I always used to ask this question, because I used to see, you sit around CEOs and CFOs, and all these top level guys, and you look at the motivation because I always thought, geez, I want to be so motivated like them. I just want to get
Yeah.
up and I just, sort of thing. But
Yeah.
the truth is, a lot of the time at that level, their motivation is that thing that they've
Mm,
made it. You know, whether it's the title, whether it's the money, whether it's just a job, you know, whatever it is. But I found in the last couple of years that wow, if I make it, you know, Christ in His kingdom, every day I'm motivated. Every day, I'm 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 having evidence to be thankful. You know what I'm saying? So if I have
mm,
to go to work, man,
that's
I'm
beautiful.
thankful that I can work. Lord, I'm thankful that
Yeah.
I can take my gifts and my talents and I can earn money and I can impact people and I can
Mm,
interact with them, you know? I'm thankful that
yeah.
now with these gifts you've given me, I can go out and work and have a purpose for what I'm earning. You with me? I'm
Mm.
thankful that even though my job is terrible, my value is not there. Even though the
Eh,
figures in my bank account is
hallelujah.
low, yeah, even though the figures in my bank account may be low, my value is not there. You with
Yeah.
me? And this is what I found. The freedom in His kingdom. This is where I found it comes into play. Is that wait a minute, busy,
Mm,
like you said in the beginning, looks different now. Now it's not busy. Now what I'm
yeah.
doing has purpose. Now what I'm doing, the motive is to give. You with me?
Yeah.
So it's that
Yeah.
principle of having. Jesus calls it in Matthew 6:5, I think. He calls it healthy eyes. That's what He calls it. He says healthy
Mm,
eyes, eyes that see properly, eyes that see blessing, eyes that see provision and abundance, you know, not eyes that are always seeing not enough, not enough,
yeah.
not enough.
Dude,
I
oh
need
man, and
more. I need
people
more.
oh, and have you ever been around a person like that, dude? It's like you're the most painful individual right now. I need 10 minutes max with you, man. It's
Yeah.
just but it's and partly why it feels that way is because it is frustrating
Hmm.
because the only person that's affecting is themselves.
Yeah.
I did like
Hundred
really,
percent.
dude. Like you could be experiencing a much better life right now.
Hmm.
But I like what you've been saying, man, because it also it sums up into the biblical principles, you know, and
Yeah.
we need to serve to lead, we need to die to live, we need to give to receive, man. It's
That's it,
just
brother.
how this works, man. So I
That's
think
it.
that's pretty cool, Bash. And I think
Yeah.
maybe for next episode, episode 13, lucky number 13,
13.
maybe we can discuss what it is that you mentioned there in terms of, you know, what is the true life?
Mm.
Because
Mm.
true life according to the world versus what we say it is, two very different pictures.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think maybe that could be quite a nice lengthy discussion that we go
Mm.
into, just so that the audience can understand, okay, Bash Lou, you're telling me the figures in my bank account don't matter. So then what does?
Yeah.
And it's not that
Exactly.
we're discarding the importance of this of that we need those numbers in terms of the bank account in order to survive.
Mm.
But what we
Mm.
are saying is that the importance that the majority of the world gives it is very different as to what it
Yeah.
should be.
Yeah. And it's also understanding that, guys, that it's not a scenario of it matters or it doesn't. No. 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 No.
Yeah,
You know,
leave the extremes.
listen.
Leave the extremes.
There's certain necessities you can't negotiate, right? Try and live in this world without money in the bank. It's gonna be tough,
Good luck, bro.
right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. But they say, okay, I gotta live every day to go get more money. It's like no one said that. God Himself didn't say that. Okay, and
Exactly.
that's the key. I think it may be worthwhile breaking down these mechanics so people can see. Okay, wait, you
Mm,
know what? Actually, God's giving me a better way here.
that's it. A
You
better
know,
practical way, not a better
hundred
way that's
percent.
out there for only the monks and the guys that are not doing anything wrong in their lives or the guys that have got it all figured out. There's no
Exactly.
qualification apart or for it, should I say, apart from the objective anchor
And that's it.
and apart from
That's
the
it.
finished work of Christ. And
Yeah.
that is all that you need. So,
So
Bash,
yeah,
episode 12, man. What a banger,
jeez,
bro.
what these episodes are getting cooler and cooler, man. Yes, see, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling great, man. So I think for the viewers, all of you guys out there, I think my signing off, I will say this: have healthy eyes. You know what? Don't have that mindset that you would rather be doing something else. Where you are, right? Yeah, healthy eyes like leaves. Where you are right now in life, you can see the way God sees. You can change to see and identify opportunities. You can identify blessings. You can celebrate things that are seemingly trivial. You can have joy in a seemingly difficult situation, but you have to choose to see different. So you know
That's
what?
it.
If you feel like you'd rather be somewhere else all day, every day, change it. Change your mind. Change your mind. Because I promise you, even if you end up on the Bora Bora Islands there, right? You're not going to be
Bora
happy.
Bora.
There's
Yes,
only so much of that you can do. It's it's
exactly.
it's just your
Eventually gonna be
senses.
sick of the sand, man.
Yeah, it's your senses and your emotions and everything experiencing different things. But listen, when you get used to that, what you're gonna do? But I'm telling you now, Christ and His kingdom,
Mm,
you are never gonna reach the limit with that. So start every day, purpose every day when you wake up. Say, Lord, you know what? Yeah, my alarm went off. I was upset it went off today, but I'm thankful that I got up today. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I can get up today and I can go to work because there's tons of people who aren't working right now. There's
That's
tons of
it.
people who don't know where their next meal is coming from. So Lord, I thank you that I
That's
have
it.
this opportunity now. And you're going to see what that's going to do for your heart. You're going to experience more joy, more peace, more grace. And on that
Amen.
bombshell from me, Bash, I wish you guys an awesome week until our very next episode. Grace and peace. Lou.
Yeah, man, Bash, to sum it up, and whether you approve of this or not,
Oh,
one
no.
phrase: don't be cuck, be lacquer. That is really all I can say to the audience, man.
That is in true South African spirit, if I can call it that.
Yeah, but honestly, man, it really is what you said. Just be thankful for the vision that's been cast in your heart, guys. Honestly speaking, it's all you need to take you on a really, really beautiful journey. And
Mm,
honestly, guys, leave this world alone. Come join the kingdom. I
that's
promise you, it's one
it.
hell of a lot more comfortable, one hell of a lot more less stressful, not more stressful,
That's
and
it.
one hell of a lot more exciting. And as Bash said, once you turn the lens onto the giving perspective, then life starts to become one hell of a lot more exciting.
Amen.
So, from my side, guys, Lord Loom, the coolest person you'll ever see. Welcome to Respawn.